Cruise news time. And look, this ain't good. This ain't good. We have a cruise brand that was almost open for 100 years, a Carnival cruise brand, shutting down permanently. Shutting down permanently. We've got another outbreak. We got another outbreak on a cruise ship, and I got a story of a cruiser who just picked the wrong cruise. And is the cruiser to blame, or is it the cruise line? Yeah, doesn't matter. We'll find out. Cruise news and my views. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to La Lido Loca. I am your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news and views. It's for your face. For your face on a Wednesday, the 12th of March, 2025. And yeah, time for the big gulp. P&O Australia, a Carnival cruise brand, is shutting down. They've been in business since 1932. P&O doing sailings out of Sydney since 1932. They've been owned by Carnival for about 25 years, and the decision was made sometime last year to shut it down. Shut that brand down. Look, I've seen a lot of comments from friends in Australia that are sad about it. And you know who wasn't happy about the shutdown? Mother Nature. They got two ships over there, Pacific Adventure, Pacific Encounter. And well, the very last celebratory cruise of Pacific Encounter was canceled by a cyclone. That's right, Cyclone Alfred made the last cruise of Pacific Encounter not happen. Maybe Pacific Encounter was playing Tony Hawk 2 and he was running in a cyclone. That's a deep cut. Shout out Ludacris. Anybody know that video game or that song? So we pour a drink out for P&O Australia. And as they say in the South, she's a gone pecan. So I just read a wild story about how healthcare companies are using the internet data about us because of our internet activity and sophisticated computer algorithms to determine our rates. So if they've got my internet data that I purchase plus size clothes or that I do certain things, then they can make a determination about how much they should charge me for health insurance. Look, I'm used to robocalls and spammers and people search engines and all that having my private internet data, but I didn't think about healthcare companies purchasing my data from data brokers. Did you know there are data brokers out there taking all of the data from the internet, putting it in data warehouses, and then selling off your data to the highest bidder? And that's in addition to the normal data we think about that's for sale on the internet, your name and your birthday and your social security number and your address. It's scary stuff. Fortunately, the sponsor of today's episode can help get that data off of the internet. The sponsor is Incogni. Incogni is a service that interfaces with these data brokers to get your internet data out of these warehouses, out of the ability to be sold to companies like robocallers and people search engines and all the other places you don't want your data to be. It's a simple 3-step process. You create an account with Incogni, you authorize them to work on your behalf, and then the third step's the easiest. You sit back, relax, while they interface with these data brokers to get this very sensitive data of yours off of the internet and not for sale. Now, fortunately, you can use the Incogni service at a discounted price. Scan the QR code that is on your screen or use my code LALIDOLOCA at the link in the description to save 60% off of your annual Incogni plan. Get your data off of the internet, www.incogni.com/LaLidoLoca. Thank you, Incogni, for sponsoring today's episode. Cruise news story number 2. Word is coming off of the Coral Princess that for a second time in 2025, the CDC has been notified that there's enough people sick on that cruise ship with gastrointestinal illness that there has to be a report made. Now, according to the CDC, Coral Princess had 69 ill passengers and 13 ill crew members on the February the 21st, 2025 sailing. That turns out to be 3.62% of the passengers, 1.45% of the crew members. Yeah, that's bad. It was a reportable offense. Again, it was their second outbreak in 2025. The first time they had 148 people. So at least it's not as many sick people. And this is the 9th gastrointestinal illness outbreak in 2025. We're only 3 months into it. So look, 9 out of the hundreds of cruises that have happened, still too many, but At least, you know, it's not as pervasive as you might think. Still, I've known a lot of people coming off cruise ships that are sick. Hopefully they'll get whatever issue is going on over on Coral Princess taken care of, because the story you don't want to have is that every 2 months we have a gastrointestinal outbreak. Yeah, that story is a little crappy. Sorry, story was a little crappy. Okay, cruise news story number 3. We've got a new cruise port coming to the Caribbean. I love the fact that there's a new cruise port coming to the Caribbean because I said it would happen. I am like the great Karnak. That's a really old reference. Who's a good? Who was the guy that would talk to the dead? I don't know. Anyways, I've made a prediction a while ago that as some cruise ports said we do not want cruise ships, that other cruise ports would open up their arms and say, come on, cruise ships. Well, that's what's happening in the Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic already has three cruise terminals. They've got Puerto Plata, Punta Cana. They also have Santo Domingo. And now they're going to get a new port in Barahona. Dominican Republic, 2.6 million cruise passengers in 2024. I think they're planning to eclipse that number here in 2025. And then this 4th new cruise port will be ready to go in 2026. There's got to be some opportunistic islands out there and places in the world that says, okay, you don't want cruise ships? We'll take them. We got you, bud. And cruise lines certainly love to hear that news. Going to be a whole new pier there in Dominican Republic. Do you like any of those? I was just recently in Puerto Plata, but man, I was getting my butt kicked so hard on the 80s cruise. I didn't get off at any of the stops. I slept and tried to recover before a full nother night of concert going. But I do like Puerto Plata. But what's your favorite Dominican Republic port? Leave a comment below. All right, how we doing? Everybody hanging tight. Next cruise news story is about 2 new cruise ships going. Well, wait a minute. Here it goes. You knew we wouldn't get to it. Get up. Dance break. Dance break. Man, there's nothing better than a dance break. Loosen it up. Get that blood flowing. You ready? Let's go. There you go. Nice chill dance break today. Cruise news story number 4. I told you that there were 2 ships in the P&O Australia line as it shut down. Well, what's happening to those ships? Are they going away? Nope, they're not going away. They're getting rebranded. They're getting rebranded and they're being moved into the Carnival Cruise Line fleet. That's right, we're gonna have 2 more Carnival fun ships. They're gonna be stationed down there in Australia, over there in Australia, up there in Australia. I don't know where I'm at in relation to Australia, but we will have new cruise ships, the Carnival Adventure and the Carnival Encounter. Those 2 former P&O ships are currently in a wet dock and they're getting carnivalized, which reminds me of that classic Ludacris album from the 80s, was it? The Animalized? Whoa, heaven's on fire. Shout out Ludacris. They're getting carnivalized. So they're getting like the Guy's Burger and I think they're getting the Blue Iguana. They're getting all the Carnival stuff, the boxing ring. I'm just kidding. They don't fight like that on Carnival. I think they're more MMA. So that's the Octagon, right? Good. We've lost a whole brand that had 80 or 90 years worth of history, but we still got the ships. And sometimes that's all that matters. Yeah, are you in Australia? Are you going to cruise those ships? Are you excited? Leave a comment below. Now, let's talk about the person who booked the wrong cruise. And look, that happens. But the big question is, could it have been avoided? Was it the person's fault or the cruise line's fault? There was a dude that wanted to have a nice chill birthday on the Celebrity Silhouette Fort Lauderdale cruise, and he booked it. He booked it for March the 10th. He's on the cruise right now. He's been posting to Reddit his complaints. It didn't turn out to be a chill birthday cruise. Now, first and foremost, he wanted a nice chill birthday cruise, so he booked a 4-day cruise out of Fort Lauderdale during spring break. There's a little bit of an absence of situational awareness there, but maybe it's not his fault. And unfortunately, what the guy did not know is that during this 4-day cruise out of Fort Lauderdale, starting on March the 10th on the Celebrity Silhouette, part of that ship had been chartered out to the College Party Cruise. I guess that's an organization that organizes spring breakers to go on a cruise ship and party hardy. Let's think of them as a reverse Make-A-Wish organization. Like, they all paid to go on the cruise, but everybody else was wishing they hadn't. You know what I'm saying? The guy on Reddit that's complaining that he's having a poor birthday cruise is saying that there's running up and down the hall at all hours of the day and night, slamming of doors, and parties that go on till 4 a.m. That generally it's a pretty party vibe on that short 4-day cruise, and he ain't none too happy about it. What do you think? Should Celebrity be warning people that there is a party charter, partial charter? I think that's a big takeaway. I hate that this guy's having a bad time, and I don't know what to do to fix it for him, but maybe we can help each other going forward. If you're wanting a nice chill vacation, getting on a cruise ship, even a 7-day cruise ship during spring break time in Florida is probably not it. You might want to make another plan. Let me say this. If you like staying up to date with everything going on in cruising, that's my adamant. Cruising, please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on any of these episodes. Big thanks again to Incogni for sponsoring today's episode. Protect your data. Hit that link below. It's Tony for La Lido Logan. Until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Dance. Bye.